Hi, I'm wanting to tell you about my cruise that I took last year with my family. A year ago today, I was on the cruise and I was knocked out by a man. Carnival Cruise has done nothing since then, and I know now it's too late to do anything legally. But I wanted to put the warning out there. Basically, what had happened was my cousin, myself, and my mother all went to the 15th deck because we were at the port in Cozumel. So we wanted to kind of see the people rushing back before they needed to get back on the ship. While we were up there was a woman a few seats over who was, under a blanket, kind of covered up, and we just figured she was passed out and needed a break from the sun. A little bit later, this man came up and he started yelling at her, calling her a bitch, and telling her that if she was on the fucking cruise with him, then she needed to be with him all the time. He kept yelling at her. Eventually, she tried to get up and he pushed her back down. And then he threw a glass of ice in her face. At that point, I stood up and I told him that was enough. I figured as long as I didn't run my mouth, nothing more could happen. I was wrong. He came straight up to me, told me to mind my own fucking business, and shoved me in the face and knocked me straight back, and I passed out. I came back to him yelling at my mother and telling us to mind our own fucking business, and if I didn't watch it, he would just do more. Carnival Cruise did nothing. That everyone at the bar, none of the workers came out to stop or help. It took 20 or 30 minutes before security finally came. We found out that this man had actually been kicked out of Cozumel and he was sent back on the ship. So there's footage of him coming back on the ship, and there's actually people that wrote their write-up of what happened, what they saw, what they witnessed between him coming up, getting through security, not going to be like in a lockup or a drunk tank or anything like that. He made it through 15 levels being that drunk. When they got to me, after he had pushed me down, they told me I should have minded my own business. Also, they just sent him to his room. They didn't do anything to him. If I wanted any kind of help as far as going to a doctor or anything, they were going to charge me $120 just to be checked out by the doctor. I laughed in their face because it's not like I had done something to bring this on to myself. I'm letting people know basically that if you go on Carnival Cruise, you can basically do what you want and get away with it, because it's a headache to be able to find any kind of lawyer, any kind of help after the situation has gone on. And now my only thing is just to let other people know to be careful. And I guess just watch out for when you're trying to help other people. Also, before I close that out, I want to say that there are like 6 or 7 people that put in their account of what had happened. I have no access to any of the video footage on the ship. I have no access to these people's write-up. I have no access to know when the man was allowed on the ship. Basically, you have no rights when you're signing up for the cruise. So you need to realize what you're signing up for and just make sure you know what you're signing. Thanks.